Welcome back to another episode of your Digi Hustle News. As always, I'm Wade Teamer. If you're holding Digibyte, then you are going to want details on this new development when it relates to crypto.com. Yes, we've been listed since last May, but now the network is connected, and this means big things for both these chains. Guys, I have quite a lot to talk about in this episode, so let's jump right into these charts. Yes, it's bad to look at, but this is also what we like to see as investors, guys. Opportunities to fill our bags. On the daily, we are down about 3%, but an article just hit the New York Times about 4:30 this afternoon, guys. We can see it here. Moscow is ordering troops to separatist regions in the Ukraine. This has been our domino this afternoon. So not only with that being considered, we're looking at the technicals here, guys. We are sitting on the bottom Bollinger Band, but this RSI is not nearly as closed up as I would like to see it. So further move to the downside can be expected sometime this evening. Right away, we're going to lead with our main story. Deposits and withdrawals are now available for Digibyte on crypto.com. Now, as we mentioned before, Digibyte has been listed on crypto.com since last year. However, you only had the option of holding your Digibyte on the platform. Now, all of that has been changed, and I think it's largely due to a couple unique factors. One is the new rebranding that's going on at crypto.com. Now their blockchain is known as Chronos, which we learned in a previous video is their interoperable blockchain with a specific focus on Web3, NFTs, and DeFi. And as we can see here, Chronos has already amassed a whopping 2.4 billion in total value locked, of course, largely in part due to VBS Finance. But here's what makes this so interesting for Digibyte. Now, Chronos is aiming to go hard into Web3. Well, Digibyte hasn't stopped developing Web3 applications. One of them is DigiID. Then, of course, we have DigiCorp and Atom ID. So, if you're looking for Web3 tech, it's definitely there for you, Chronos. Now, another thing that I want to mention here is that this is the second big time exchange to open themselves to Digibyte in the last 3 months. Both platforms offer staking services. I'm telling you guys, somebody is going to offer Digibyte staking this year. Next, we're going to talk IoT and the Helium network. They have just reached a huge milestone by passing 500,000 network hotspots, and they did it in under 2 years. Now, this shows not only the scalability of Helium, but the growth and expansion of the IoT space in general. I'm starting to see that Helium's power is in the retail marketplace, much like IoTX, which is very good. But I also see them working on 5G technologies with companies like Dish Network, among others. So, this is very big because we know that 5G is going to be all over the place. So, if Helium is already on the ground with this, that will definitely give them the edge in the market. Next story, since we just talked about Dish Network, let's talk about one of their companies, shall we? Sling has started accepting crypto payments thanks to the help of BitPay. So this now means that you can use currencies such as Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin to pay for your streaming subscriptions. Now, I just have one question about this move here. Are we beginning to see something? Because why didn't Netflix do this first or Hulu? Now, of course, we have to mention that Netflix has that little arrangement with crypto.com, but not many people know about that. What Sling is doing is going directly to the payment provider themselves and then opening their ecosystem to all the cryptos. This is smart, and I think the bigger streaming platforms are going to follow suit. Next up, we are talking Tezos and their deal with Manchester United. it seems that they have started a trend, as word now is Liverpool is looking to follow suit. Now, of course, the question needs to be asked here, will they also work with Tezos? Only time will tell. But of course, upon researching the story, I found out that back in November, Manchester City, Manchester United partnered with Sony in order to build a metaverse stadium. Now, this is big for Tezos because Manchester, of course, chose Tezos specifically to integrate them into their metaverse plans. I never thought I'd see Tezos this close to Sony. This next one is a doozy, courtesy of DC Forecast. It seems that Meta has been working in Brazil on a trademark for their own crypto. Ladies and gentlemen, it's called metacoin, and the platform is described as a platform for information technology infrastructure that will enable a digital currency and digital asset transaction. It also involves a DLT as well. So they're not using a traditional blockchain in a sense. Of course, more details need to come out about it. What we do have right now, though, is that this trademark also includes services for crypto products, exchanges, wallets, and a trading platform. So, with everything that we have seen going down here in the United States when it comes to Diem and Meta, they are all the while in Brazil getting ready to come with their own crypto. So, if this metacoin does hit the market, will it hit in the next few months, considering the fact that the market is so volatile right now, so turbulent, or are they going to try to drop this thing in the middle of a bull cycle when we're not paying attention? Of course, guys, only time will tell, but I'm going to keep an eye out for it. Lastly, guys, before we get out of here, I just wanted to retouch on Biden's executive order that everyone is saying is going to come out this week. We got 4 days left. But nevertheless, this is putting a lot of fear into the market. Keep in mind that the majority of the people that are in the space right now, the majority of the money that is in is brand new. They don't have the education. They don't see necessarily. Now, of course, this doesn't include everyone, but the majority of them don't see what we have saw play out over the last year. Okay. So things are very, very volatile right now. And it's because of a number of reasons. And as long as we keep that in mind, guys, we can keep our composure in this market. Okay. Now, I've talked to a number of you, behind the scenes, and everybody sentiment seems to be, yeah, let that price fall because we're going to scoop it up. And I agree, guys. But I just wanted to touch on some of the things that he is going to be talking about so that way we can be specific on our information. Now, what this executive order is specifically designed to do is to instruct governmental bodies like the FTC, the SEC, the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, all of that, including the Financial Action Task Force, guys. And if you go back to my Agenda 2022 video, we know that the month of February, they start their evaluations, guys. And if you check their website, you'll see that nations of the world are kicking in their reports. So, what it seems on the surface, guys, there's always something under it. There's always something under it. But that's why I gave you the 2022 video before we even got here, so that way we knew what was coming, guys. But this executive order is just another step in the process. We know what's really happening, guys. We are being ushered into a digital renaissance. That means that money is now digital. And if the money is digital, so is the hustle. If you found value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this information with friends and family. If you're new to crypto, I have links to the most notable exchanges in the description. Using the links below supports the channel and comes with special bonuses for members of our network. For more information on the new economy, check out the playlist related to this episode on the right and our most recent episode on the left. As always, have a great day, have a prosperous day. Most importantly, we making this money. I'll see y'all in the next one.